Kamusta na kayo?
Hola, hola, everyone.
What's good, everybody? My name is Nico Blitz.
And I'm Jackie Ramirez.
And this is the Mexipino podcast, episode 21.
Ooh.
Round of applause. Shout out to Jay and Denise for joining us the other night, or the other podcast, actually.
Yeah. I actually got a lot of good feedback from that episode. Even Jay and Denise were saying that some of their friends had already listened and that they want them back on the podcast. So I was just like, okay, we'll schedule it for like maybe a couple months from now so we can.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we mainly did that because it was like Father's Day and we wanted Jacob on there. And then, Denise just so happened to hop in. And then Denise is like kind of breaking down her career, helping kids out and whatnot. I'm actually super interested in learning more about like Denise's career and, I guess just the breakdown of how she sees kids in her workplace.
And honestly, Denise is like very, I would say she's super into like mental health as well too. So I think maybe when we have her on, we can have like another mental health episode with her.
Yeah, that'd be cool. You know what's funny? Aside from like baseball and, even like a little bit of soccer, like I'm not entirely sure what Jacob's into.
Neither am I. And I'm his sister, so I don't know. Well, they both love music. They love like rock music. They love listening to different types of music. They're very much concert goers.
Yeah.
And they love to just like travel and go to concerts. So, yeah.
See, so my sister, she's been like texting me like left and right about her newfound career. So my sister is an LVN right now. So she helps out, she's basically a school nurse. And so during the pandemic, she was asking me like, like I kind of want to do like some arts and crafts type of thing. So I'm like, yeah, sure. So she's been sending me photos left and right about like her arts and crafts. So she's been sending over custom like baby clothes, custom like beer holders, and I'm like, this is really freaking
like
cool.
Like the koozies and everything. That's what
koozie.
Yeah,
koozie.
Koozies are what like the beer, like the sleeves.
Oh, no, not the sleeves. So, like when you buy like a 6-pack and it comes in like that handheld thing, she's been making custom ones of those, but out of wood.
Super cool. What the heck? Oh, that's a business right there.
Yeah, so shout out to Sabrina for pursuing her lifelong dreams of arts and crafts. Like sincerely, I mess with it.
I'm really happy that she's like, pursuing that as well too, because I know that there was like a time where she was just like, didn't know what she like if she wanted to keep on going with nursing.
Yeah.
But I'm happy.
Yeah, facts. As of recently, Jackie and I have been able to finally go out on a date.
Yes. Wow. Can we get a round of applause button for that one?
And we have this running joke wherever she's like, hey babe, like why don't we go to Disneyland? Or hey babe, why don't we go watch a movie? Or hey babe, like why don't we go out to this place? And I'll always be like, you know what, let's do it on a Tuesday.
Yeah, because literally the only time Nico ever has time is Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Which fucking sucks. Which really sucks. But I mean, nonetheless, when we have time, he makes the time for me and I make the time for him. So,
yeah. To put it into perspective, my weekend, my Saturday, Sunday is basically all in one Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like I feel bad sometimes because it's like
for who? For you or for me?
For you. For you, because like I want to go out on a date. Yeah, I want to spend time with you, but I also know that you need time for yourself, and like I feel like I don't know, like I don't want to intrude on that.
That's okay. I find some time for myself one way or another.
So he's basically saying I do intrude.
No. I figure it out. But like she and I, like we do find time to spend with each other. And on this past Tuesday, we finally were able to watch the Lightyear movie.
Ooh, yeah, it was such a cute movie. I really liked it.
Yeah.
There was not that many great reviews on it, and I know you said that it like tanked on the first weekend. It like
crazy.
Came out, which is super insane to me because it was such a really good movie. It really was. And not to spoil, like we're not gonna spoil anything, but in the very beginning of the movie, it says like it's a black screen. And it basically says, like, in 1995, a little boy named Andy got his first Buzz Lightyear toy. It was based off his favorite movie. This is that movie. Yes.
And I think where a lot of people are getting the extreme misconception from is that they expected the toy version of Buzz Lightyear in this movie. And I'm like, dude, if you read the freaking description in the beginning, like, it's literally the movie based off of the actual character Buzz Lightyear.
Yes.
Not the toy.
Not the toy. And that's where people are like, yeah, because we've even Nico was reading some reviews on it from, I guess, movie, what would you call them? Movie reviewers?
Yeah.
And one guy was saying, like, you know, it's a different Buzz than the one that we already know. And I was just like, well, yeah, it's a different Buzz, because think of it this way. We watch a Marvel movie, and let's say it's Captain America or Black Panther.
Yeah.
And then we buy an action figure off of Captain America or Black Panther. And let's say, like, you know, obviously the human character itself is different than a toy version, and that's where people are like confusing it. The character Buzz Lightyear in this movie is different than toy Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story.
Exactly. And, you know, I think that this character, it was Chris Evans, right? Chris Evans?
Yeah, Chris Evans, which is Captain America.
Yeah, exactly. So Chris Evans basically voiced this Buzz Lightyear, and I think he did a phenomenal job. I honestly couldn't even tell the difference between, like, the voices. It was just so on point.
Yeah, and I think, like, also, too, it's like, you know, it's kind of like a younger version of Buzz in a sense. So the voice makes sense now.
Yeah. The only thing that I was like totally laughing about was because in the description it said in 1995, Andy ended up watching this movie. I'm like, damn, I didn't realize in 1995 they had all these great graphics.
For real, right? The graphics were really, really good in this movie. So good. They were really amazing. The storyline itself was awesome. And then there's a character that's an emotional support animal in the movie, and his name is Socks, and it's a cat, but it's funny because I have a dog named Socks. Yeah. And it was just hella funny because Nico and I kept on looking at each other every time Buzz would say, like, Socks, like, do this, or Socks, blah, 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 blah. We kept on looking at each other. I'm like, oh my God, this is great.
Yeah, it was so funny. But, you know, a lot of the flack that Buzz Lightyear, or rather Lightyear, was getting, there's literally like 1 second of a lesbian couple just kissing.
Yeah,
and like people are going crazy over it.
It's even been
bad crazy.
Yeah, it's even been banned in some countries. You said like I don't even know how many countries. I think it's about 15 countries that it's been banned in.
Yeah, so the countries that I absolutely know it's banned in is in China and Malaysia, and I believe around like 15 other countries are banning Lightyear because of this 1 second scene of a lesbian couple kissing.
That's insane to me. It's like, honestly, who is like really caring about that? Like, if you care that much about a same-sex couple kissing for a millisecond.
Literally a millisecond.
A millisecond in a movie, like, there's so many more problems to worry about in the world.
Exactly.
Than this.
And to me, like, you know, and I mean this in the best way possible, that kiss was so insignificant to the entire movie that, like, when me and Jackie were watching the movie, it's like we didn't even notice that it happened.
No, literally, like, at the very end, we're like, did we even see that, like, that scene, that kiss? And we're like, we were trying to figure it out. And it wasn't until last night that I, like, found it on Twitter, and nothing. The whole video itself was like 2 seconds.
Yeah, a millisecond. No, we're going back. It was literally a millisecond.
Yeah. But that's it. And it's like, people need to get over themselves. People, like, I feel like we're just, you know, kind of going backwards lately.
Well, we're trying to be progressive. I think there's a couple things that come with this too. Like, Disney ended up dropping Lightyear like during Pride Month.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're totally standing on the fact that they put this scene in there, and I'm loving it. I'm so happy that Disney's actually doing this because, you know, I mean, I like to consider myself an ally, you feel me? Shout out to Sierra one time.
Oh my God.
Our good friend Sierra over at Dodger Stadium. But you know what I mean? Like, the fact that Disney is standing on this, they're not fretting. They literally could take it out because it's a very, very small and insignificant, you know,
like point in the movie, like,
Yeah, like
to the whole story.
Yeah, exactly, because it doesn't alter anything in the storyline.
Yeah.
So they have the opportunity to take it out, but they are standing on it. And I don't care if people are getting upset about it. I'm just saying, like, get the fuck over yourselves. It's a one little kiss.
Yes.
And be more progressive about it. Any single country that is pissed off about this one little kiss, be more progressive, motherfuckers.
No, literally. And then I was also talking to Denise last night, my sister-in-law, for those of you guys who don't know. But I was talking to her last night, and she actually said that the movie Turning Red talks about, you remember we watched it, Turning Red.
The one with the panda?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
There's a point in that where the girls are talking about their periods, and some countries have banned it because the girls are talking about their periods.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. And so I read about on it, and some countries did ban it, and I'm just like, wouldn't you want, your kid, and not even kid, but like, you and I are watching it, and we're in our 20s.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna happen. And it can be even just a little bit exposed to it. It was like, ask the question, and then it comes down to the parenting.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? We're not gonna talk about that yet. Or you know what? Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's gonna happen. They're gonna be exposed to it no matter what, whether you try and hide it from them, from preventing them to watch a Disney movie, or preventing them from watching shows on TV. It's like, everybody has access to a phone. Everybody has access to the internet.
Yep.
You're gonna learn about it either way.
Yeah, and you and I share the exact same sentiments about it. I forgot what state it was in the United States. What was it? Texas, where they were doing the
Don't say gay.
Yeah, the don't say gay law, which, by the way, if you actually read into it, is actually very interesting. Like, first of all, the name is crazy.
Yeah.
But it's basically saying that.
Is it in Texas?
Can you double check, please? Yeah, double check, please, because I don't want to get this one wrong.
Yeah.
But basically, in this state, the rule is that you cannot teach, like, basically kids. You can't teach kids about these things because it's kind of Florida. Okay. Of course it'd be in Florida. Yeah, but basically you cannot in the state of Florida, you cannot teach kids about, like, the LGBTQ community and, like, everything that goes on in there when it comes to, like, transgenderism. I hope that's a word. When it comes to, like, being gay and whatnot. And, I think a lot of people are on the fence about it because the name of the law is don't say gay. Mm-hmm. But, to play devil's advocate here, I do think that, like, it all comes down to, like, sexuality, right?
Right.
And it's like, as a kid, when I was a kid, I didn't learn about sexuality or anything around that until maybe about, like, 7th or 8th grade. So, I don't agree with necessarily teaching, like, 3rd graders, 4th graders, 5th graders about all of that. And, if the curiosity actually, like, arises because these kids have access to, like, cell phones and the internet and everything, that's also a good thing if you do tackle it in school, because as a parent, where would you want your kid to learn about these things? Would you rather they learn about sexuality, transgenderism, and everything on the internet? Or would you rather that they learn something from you? From you
and from school,
Exactly.
And I completely agree with you. I think there is a certain point where kids, they are, like, they shouldn't be introduced to things too early on.
Yeah, exactly.
Too early on. And but like you said, in middle school, that's when I started learning about, like, okay, there is people who are gay, and what is gay, and, like,
yeah.
I was questioning, like, okay, I knew it was, like, I didn't care if people were gay. I didn't care if, this guy liked another guy, this girl liked another girl, and if they liked both,
Yeah.
I didn't care because it didn't affect me. But I wanted to learn, like, okay, is this, like,
how does it affect other people?
How does it affect other people? And so I learned by myself because, frankly, my parents didn't, like, expose me to that,
Yeah.
And school didn't expose me to it, but I learned on my own, and I, developed my own points of views on everything. And I'm a huge ally for the LGBT community.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. How does I guess let me find the correct words before I ask you this. I guess, how does sexuality, more specifically like being gay and being part of the LGBTQIA community, how does that reflect with like Mexicans?
Oh, see, that's a tough one because I feel like we are progressing in the Latino culture as far as, accepting people of the LGBTQ community, but we still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Because it is sometimes can be a very toxic and homophobic topic for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And it sucks because it's like, again, it goes back to like, why do you care? If it doesn't affect you, why do you care? A lot of people, that I've known personally and that I've seen on, social media too, tell their stories about how their parents didn't accept them and they kicked them out because of it. And it's kind of like, even if as a male, like sometimes if you act a certain way, if you are more out there and flamboyant, but still identify as a straight man, you get teased on that you could be gay. They kind of like put it as to put you down. And if you do come out as gay, it's more like, we don't do that here. So it's a very toxic topic for a lot of people. And like I said, we are progressing. However, we still have a lot more to progress on. Yeah,
I feel like that's kind of similar to how it is in the Philippines too. And the reason why I was exposed to, even talks about like sexuality or being gay, like in the Philippines, it's called bakla. So if you're gay, you're bakla. And it's funny because, when I was a kid, it's like that was something that kind of just like, you wouldn't make fun of people who were gay, but it was like you would, like if someone was acting gay, you'd be like, oh, you're so bakla, for example. You know what I mean? But it was never like at least
like I'm trying to hurt you.
Yeah, it was never in like I'm trying to hurt you type of thing. And I feel like a lot of people when we were younger, especially because we didn't know how sexuality affected people back then, like it was a lot more accepting. It's kind of like this ironic thing. It was funny. I was watching YouTube TV, and it was the sexuality episode with Michael Scott on The Office. And he said one of the funniest quotes, and this definitely cannot fly in 2022, and it's still airing on TV. But the quote had something like, man, like when I was a kid, gay just meant like you're lame, you're whack. Now it has everything to do with like sexuality. And I'm like, bro, whoa.
So horrible.
No, but like
it's funny because if you like The Office sense of humor, it's funny because they don't mean it.
Yeah, like it's funny because realistically, that's how people were thinking back in like the 2000s. Yeah. I'm being dead ass. Like,
I mean, and that's still like how some people think, which is scary.
Yeah, it's scary if you still keep that same, that same concept and bring it into like 2 decades later. It's like, okay, now grow up.
Yeah, now
you can grow up now. But going back to it, like in the Philippines, it's like, I remember going back to the Philippines and my family members would be like, hey, like watch out for certain people because you never really know if they are a girl or not. Oh. And I was like, really? And I'm a kid at this point. I'm maybe like 11 or 12, and I'm just like, wait, they do that here? I didn't realize that was like a thing in the Philippines, and realistically, I didn't realize that was a thing in general that happened to the world. So it was like I was exposed to the fact that this happened everywhere at such a young age, which makes me believe that I became more accepting of it because of how normal it was everywhere I was at.
Yeah, no, definitely. And then like it's funny that you remember that one instance because I remember the one instance that I was finally exposed to like, a same-sex couple.
Yeah.
And it was at the movies and they were holding hands, and I remember like I was walking and I forgot, like, I was with my parents, I was with my family, and we were going to watch a movie, and there was a couple in line, and they were a same-sex couple, and I remember they were holding hands, and they gave each other a kiss, and I looked, and I was like, and I just remember looking away, and I was like, that's cute, and I was just like, okay, and like, I was just like, okay, and then that was the first time I was exposed to it, but like, I didn't think anything of like, oh my God, that's so weird, you know, like, blah, blah, blah. But then I noticed that other people were staring. And it was just like,
yeah,
y'all need to like not stare at people sometimes. Like, just let them be. And it sucks when, it also kind of sucks, like you said earlier, would you rather your kids learn from you or from school rather than the internet? Because sometimes, and I'm not saying you have to support, you have to do this, and you have to like, you know, but just like if you don't prefer it, just, I don't know, move on with your life. Don't like, if it doesn't affect you, who cares? But what my problem is when people who deliberately teach their kids this is bad and this is wrong. There's no right or wrong thing on loving a person. If you love a person, love them. Yeah. Who cares if it affects you? It doesn't affect you. It's a partnership and a relationship is between two people. Who gives a fuck about what anyone else thinks? Yeah, exactly. And, you know, I think, you know, if there are any parents listening to this current podcast right now, like, if you have had that talk with like your kid, or, you know, if you feel like your kid is kind of swinging like one way or the other, I think this is a perfect opportunity to, like, you know, talk to them about it and make them feel more comfortable about it. Because, I mean, you know, granted, I've never had the talk from my parents or anything like that. And I haven't like spoken to like, like a kid about anything like that. So frankly, I don't know the experience that goes with that. I don't know what it's like to do that. But what I do know is that like an open line of communication is what is going to help your relationship with your kid or whoever you're talking to about that. It just makes it that much more easier. Yeah, definitely. And, you know, I think it's the same way when it goes back to the Philippines. Like, hey, Nico, like, just to let you know, like, things like this do exist. Yeah. And I'm not over here going to be like freaking out like, oh my God, like I gotta like look out for everybody because I don't know if they're going to be a woman or not. Like, well, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, okay, cool. Like, now that I know that exists, like, I can at least keep like a, you know, just have a grain of salt. Yeah. And then if you need to or if you want to even ask questions later, you can. Yeah. That's it. That's all it's about. So, you know, shout out. We didn't even know we were going to talk about this anyway. So shout out to the LGBTQIA community. Yes. Make sure you guys stay informed by, you know, talking to people within the community and learning what you can do. Yeah. Happy Pride, everybody. Facts. Happy Pride, everybody. I will say this, though. San Francisco Pride is probably one of the most, like, lit things I'd ever been to. I really want to attend a Pride parade. Oh, you haven't been to one? No, I haven't been to one. It's lit. It's so fun. I think LA's Hollywood's Pride just happened like a couple weeks ago. It happened a couple weeks ago. I think it also happened on the same day of Filipino Independence Day. Oh, yeah. It did. Yeah, June 12th. Shout out to June 12th. Yeah, it did. But to go over like this Pride story really quickly, I think it was 2000. I want to say maybe it was like 2010 or 2011. So I was about like 18, 19 years old. And me and my friend Steven, we just decided like, hey, like let's both go in like Superman tank tops. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because it was the time where both of us were working out. So we were like, yeah, let's just flex. It's fine. And so they wanted to get hit on. I'm going to talk to Steven about that. So me and him were wearing what? It was fun. It was so fun. But me and him were wearing Superman tank tops. And we were walking around, you know, it's not just we were with like a group of our friends. But it was funny because a lot of people came up to us and were just like, oh my God, are you guys like brothers? And me and Steven were just like, yeah. And then you guys look nothing alike. We're just Filipino. And and then people were coming up to us being like, oh my God, like we need to take photos with you guys. And we're like, sure, let's do it.
It was funny.
This all, like, hella people probably have random ass pictures of you and Steven in 2011.
Oh my God.
Wearing a Superman tank top.
Yeah, I mean, it was just Superman tank tops that we got from, like, what's that store?
Spencer's?
Yeah. Literally, like a Spencer's or something, or no, rather a Hot Topic.
Speaking of Spencer's. Oh, wait, I don't want to, like.
What do you mean, speaking of Spencer's?
No, it's because I saw this tweet the other day that is like, when you were, like, young and like a teenager, like underage, if you ever felt like some type of way or like you felt like you were doing something illegal by going to the back like wall of Spencer's.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And I remember I went into Spencer's with one of my friends one time, and we were like, what, like maybe 13 or 14.
Yeah.
And we went to the back wall of Spencer's and we were just like, oh my God, like I need to get out of here.
Oh yeah, I mean, the fact that they put Spencer's in the mall is so obscure, and the fact that they got to put it all the way in the back already showed, like, literally, if you go into a mall, there's never a Spencer's like smack in the middle of the mall where everyone can go to. Like, you literally have to know that there's a Spencer's all the way in the back, probably next to like a Sears that is closed down.
Mine's next to a JCPenney. Montebello Mall, Spencer's.
Which is
next to JCPenney.
And the JCPenney is probably closed down.
No, JCPenney's still open.
Okay,
Still
well,
rocking with JCPenney.
shout out to
Sephora in there. So I have to go.
Oh my God. Well, anyways, yeah, like you'd go into the Spencer's and you see like the craziest shit. I mean, you'd see freaking like you know, like beer bottle, not beer bottles, but you know, like the beer tubes where you can do like the
what is it called? I don't even know what they're called.
Yeah, you can do like the beer tubes.
Yeah,
you'll probably find a dildo somewhere.
Yeah,
like
they have the lollipops.
Yes.
They have the pink like pill things.
Yeah.
But it's like a liquid, so you can put it in a tea.
So my thing is, if you are willing to let your kid walk into a Spencer's, you should be willing to let them to watch a Lightyear movie where two lesbians kiss.
Period. And that's how we wrap that.
That was pretty good, huh?
That was good.
Nice
job. That's hella funny.
It's all the poetry that we've been watching from not Ozark.
Peaky Blinders.
You know, just figuring out little ways in which we can put the poetry together.
For real.
Anyway, we're not going to talk about Peaky Blinders right now. What we do want to talk about, actually, is that we do have this TikTok trend that has just been absolutely going crazy. And Jackie actually brought it up. Jack Lee, Jesus Christ.
Who the fuck
it's
is
like
Jack
11
Lee?
o'clock in the morning when we're recording this.
Who's Jack Lee?
Okay. Go over the TikTok trend, please.
Oh my God. Okay, so this TikTok trend, if you guys are on TikTok, you've kind of seen it. It's like you give a person like a number, like they're a 10. Let's say they're a 10, but then you give kind of like a, what is it? I don't know how to describe it. No, like you give them kind of like there comes with a catch with them being a 10. So it's like I'm a 10, but I don't know. You
rate someone's hotness, and then after you've rated someone's hotness, you rate them again with the catch.
Yes, exactly. I don't know why it took me so long to
Oh my
think
God.
about that.
Okay, so why don't you give like an example?
Okay.
We're literally going to go through a heap of all of these,
because we really put some on our notes.
Yeah, we have a lot.
All right. So, all right. She's an 8, but she's a cat person.
She's an 8, but she's a cat person? Ugh. I mean, you got to go through like how many cats she has. Like if she has like one cat, I could probably...
She has like 2.
Okay, well, either way, with any cats, like I'm always gonna ding down regardless. So if she has like one cat, she definitely goes down to a 6. If she got 2 cats, I'll probably bring her down to a 5. If she has anything more than that, then she's definitely below a 4.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, cat. Like I'm not a cat person.
I'm like they're cute when they're kitty cats, but like.
Yes.
Not when they're cats.
Yeah, when they're like grown ass cats, I'm kind of just like, yeah.
Bengal cats are pretty, like the one that's like by my house, the one that's stray. Oh, it's a house cat.
The lion looking one?
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. Okay. That's the one cat I would have.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now Nico's turn.
He's an 8.
Uh-huh.
But his favorite rapper is Future.
Oh, like a -5.
Jesus Christ.
That's a red flag. Red flag. Run for the hills. No.
Oh my God.
He's not even on the scale of his favorite rapper is Future anymore.
What's wrong with Future?
Future's like the toxic king.
He has some Mask Off. Wait for You is a new record.
That's his favorite artist, like favorite rapper? No.
Where your ass was that?
No. It doesn't know for me.
Wow.
No.
She hating on Future.
All right.
I mean, Future's not my favorite rapper, but she hating on Future.
All right, you ready? She's a 10, but hates J. Cole.
Oh my God. She's a 10, but hates J. Cole. How do you hate J. Cole? It's Cole World. All day. If you hate Jake, you're down to a 0, girl. You're literally down to a 0. You have 0 taste in music. I don't respect your opinion on any type of music.
My God.
I don't care if you like country. I don't care if you like EDM. I don't care if you like whatever. Dude, if you do not like J. Cole, Cole World.
Jermaine.
Cole. You're a 0. Minus literally every single point. I don't care if you a 10. You a 10 times 0. And I'm 10 toes down on that.
Oh my God. As we have the J. Cole, like.
Yeah, y'all can't see the J. Cole right here.
But it's
there. Oh my God. All right. My turn. You ready for this?
Yeah.
He's a 10. But all his friends are girls.
Oh, no. No. Like a -2.
Negative. All of your answers are negative.
Because they're all red flags. What do you expect? He has 0 guy friends? No. No.
Mainly his friends are girls.
No. No.
What?
I'll give him a 2, but I'm leaning more towards a -2.
Ladies, you gotta let us know. Like, really?
Yeah. I'm being dead ass. No. You have an equal amount of guy and girlfriends, so I'm cool with that.
Okay.
You have more guy friends than girlfriends, which I'm cool with.
Yeah, shout out to the cock fest.
If you had more like girlfriends than like guy friends, I probably wouldn't have fucked with you.
That being said, it's a cock fest in my phone, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh God.
It's a sausage fest.
It's a sword fight.
It's a sword fight, you know?
Oh my God.
Shout out to Reardon High School. It was a sword fight in high school. It's a sword fight in my phone right now.
That's disgusting. Okay. She's a 6, but has lip fillers.
She's a 6, but she has lip fillers.
Careful with your answer on this one, because I'm about to like.
I mean, if she had like no lips, like 0 lips whatsoever, and she had lip fillers, and she's a 6, then she'd probably go up to like a, like a 8 maybe. But if she already had lips and she's putting on more lips, then it'll probably go down to a 4. I just don't like it when it looks unnatural. That's my entire thing.
Nico is a goddamn liar. Let me
I'm not
put that.
even lying.
Because I have said I wanted lip fillers. She's like, no, don't do that. No, don't do that.
You have lips.
But I want that nice fuller lip.
You have nice full lips.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
So you're telling me if I got lip fillers, my rate would go down?
No, you're great, but you're a 10 and you're gonna remain a 10.
So I can get lip fillers?
No, because you don't need it. Oh my God.
See, I just found a loophole. So
I just don't like it when like, people with lip fillers look like blowfish.
You act like I'm gonna get lip fillers like that.
No, but I'm saying like I don't like when it's like
How?
When it's like this.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? When like the top of the lip touches the nose.
So it depends on like.
It kind of depends just on like how big the lip fillers are. If the girl actually needed some lip fillers or not. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like you don't need to look like a Pokemon Jinx. Oh, you don't need to look like that.
Oh my gosh, that's so horrible.
I'm just saying, or the Pokemon Smoochum. You do not need to look like that.
Oh my God.
And you probably don't know what a Smoochum looks like.
I don't, but I can only imagine.
But you can imagine because the name is Smoochum.
Okay, you're up next.
All right. All right. He's a 4. But he has a tattoo sleeve.
Oh, dang. I would probably go up to like a 7 or 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you justify that?
Like, just on like how, well, also like too, like, okay, so a sleeve, like tattoo sleeves are attractive. I think so. And I think most girls think so. You have literally a tattoo under your sleeve, okay? Relax.
Couldn't be me.
You literally have a tattoo.
Y'all see my arms. It couldn't be me.
Okay, literally under his shirt, he has like hella tattoos. So he has like another tattoo right there. He has a tattoo on his back. You're fine with it. It's fine. But it also depends on like what it is too.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
Like, if it's like a trashy ass tattoo, nah, then you're staying kind of like maybe a 4 or 5. Like, you're only getting 1 point.
Well, describe a trashy ass tattoo. I remember the other day you were like, you know, when like white guys get like forests on their arms or trees.
Yeah, like if you get a basic ass tattoo, like it's like maybe a 5 or 6. But if it's a nice looking tattoo, then it's like a 7 or an 8.
Like motherfuckers getting crosses. They ain't been to church in 10 years.
People, like if you got a rose, a clock, your last name on your arm.
Okay, hold on, because I wanted to get my last name on my arm. Wow.
That's why I told you not to do that. And then if you also have like a forest on, if you have any tribal tattoos, dude, be original.
It's a
I say that with my basic ass butterfly tattoo.
Jackie has butterflies on her wrist. Meanwhile, I have a Pikachu. And I did want to get my last name on my arm because it's a beautiful last name.
I know you have a very beautiful. You have a very beautiful last name that someday I will have, but but I don't want you to get it on your arm.
Oh
babe.
my god, I'm gonna still get it on my arm.
No.
All right. Next topic. All right.
Wait, it's me.
No, it's my turn. Oh, it is your turn. My bad.
She's a 9, but has relationship trauma.
Oh, God. This is one of them situations where it's like literally off the rip. Yeah, my last boyfriend, my last girlfriend, my last boyfriend, my last day that I was with. I hate that shit. Literally, like, that's probably like the biggest turnoff that you can ever get. At that point, fellas or ladies or etceteras, you definitely know that, like, once they start off with this sentence, you got to hit the exit sign right away. I don't care if you a 10. I don't care if you a 9. You got to get the fuck up out of there because they'll still remain a 10. They'll still remain a 9. They'll still remain whatever number they are. All I'm saying is over time, that number starts to deteriorate. It's not going to deteriorate in a week, but give it a month, that 9 becomes an 8. Give it another month, that 8 becomes probably a 7. Give it like a whole year, that 9 that you originally started with is probably at a 2 because you are arguing about the same damn thing over and over again. Oh, my past. Oh, all these dudes did me dirty, da. Oh, this chick broke my heart. Man, get the fuck up out of here.
Jesus. Okay, we're moving on.
A lot of theatrics. All right. Get this. He's a 9. But was born in the year 2000.
Yikes. No, he's a 9, but he was born in the year 2000. Maybe like I want to say like a 5 or a 6.
That's ageist. You're ageist.
Because, like, I was born in 98, so it's like, it's not too far off from me, but still, it's like, there's some things that I know that they won't know.
You're ageist.
And?
That's ageism.
Oh my God. That person would be, what, 22? I'm 20.
Yeah, they'd literally be 22 right now.
Yeah.
And you're 24.
But like
I get you. It's something about getting into that echelon that no longer has 1999 or any 9s in it.
Like
except it said from
like
2009.
my cousin the other day, she was like, "What year were you born?" And I was like, 1990. She goes, 90? I was like, "You fucking minute. I was like, 98. Okay. She goes, oh my God, that was so long ago. I was like,
so long ago, Jesus Christ.
hate you right now.
See, I think the same way. Well, where it's like, if it's like in 2000s, I'm like, oh my God, you are like literally a child.
Yeah, like all my cousins were born in the 2000s.
Yeah, exactly. It's weird.
After me, actually, yeah.
Yeah, but it's so funny when you think about it, because when you think of like Isla or Bria or Chance, it's like post 2020. It's like, oh my God, you're so cute.
Yeah, right.
But when it's like somebody who you can like communicate with and like possibly have a drink with, it's like, oh my God, you're such a baby.
Yeah, no, literally. But like I think about it, and then I'm just like, God damn, you were born in the year 2022 or 2000, like
Crazy.
That's such an insane.
Crazy.
It's such an insane thought. All right. She's a 9, but her personality is based on astrology.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Here we go with the astrology shit. My whole thing is like, if somebody circles their entire life around this astrological bullshit, now don't get me wrong, some of it's real. Some of it I'm like, this is pretty freaking cool. But if their entire life and all their decisions are based off of the stars, and they move because the sun is like 98 degrees upward and this is the best time for you to get pregnant type of bullshit, if you're a 9, you probably a 6. No, you probably, you probably a 6.
A solid 6.
You're probably a solid 6. No more, no less.
Okay.
Now, I'm saying, if it's just like, yeah, you know, I'm a rising Pisces moon on like the 3rd degree below Orion's belt type bullshit.
Orion's belt.
But I don't really like follow it all that much. All right, you'll still probably be like an 8. You'll still probably be an 8.
Okay, man.
I'm just saying. All right, let's go through a couple more of these.
All right. Oh wait, it's your turn.
All right. He's a 7, but he's from the Bay.
Oh shit. Being that you're from the Bay.
Wow, no, give me the honest answer.
No, being from the
omit me.
No, because like I never had Bay influence until I met you. So technically, he's a 7.
But he's from the Bay.
Is his favorite team the Giants?
He's like super Bay Area. His favorite team is the Giants, the Niners, and the Warriors.
Maybe like an 8.7.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm actually very impressed with that answer.
Yeah, like an 8.7.
So the fact that this guy from the Bay is a Giants, Warriors, and Niners fan, and he's from the Bay, you will raise him from a 7 to an 8.5.
8.7.
8.7.
Yeah.
So it just went up another 0.2 decibels.
No, I said 8.7.
Oh, 8.7.
Initially.
Okay.
Yeah, just because like now that I have Bay influence because of you, like I realized how cool people are from the Bay, but also not, the Giants and the Giants and like that's like a no for me. So that's why I converted you to a Dodgers fan.
Oh my God. There we go.
Clip that, Dino.
Your turn, babe.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
So I was about to say, when I was writing all this shit down, I was like, let me force her into a box to give crazy answers. She's been doing a cool job.
Okay. She's a 9, but can't read an analog clock.
Oh my God. You're with a dumbass. I'm just saying.
She's a 9, but can't read a clock.
She's a 9, but she can't read a clock. First of all, bitch, get a book. Bitch, learn how to read this shit. What? She's a 9, but she can't read an analog clock. Man, I'd have to chalk her down to 6:30. 6:30.
6.3.
Yeah, 6.3. No, but I mean also 6:30 because the hands are all the way down. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
But because
I felt like that one was a good one.
That one was good. That one was good. Because I feel like with that, like you could teach someone how to read an analog clock. It's kind of just like one of those situations where it's like, really,
Like,
you can't read an analog clock. In your 20-some years or what have you, you haven't learned how to read an analog clock.
You'd be surprised how many people probably can't read an analog clock.
You'd be surprised how many people I got one right now. I have one right now. You ready?
Yeah.
He's an 8, but he types with 2 fingers.
Oh, heck no. No, I can't. No. He's an 8?
He's an 8, but he types with 2 fingers.
That's like a 3 activity, you know? Like, I'd rather deal with your loud ass typing. Nico like types like.
You know what's funny? They could hear it too. Do it again. That's hilarious.
He types like that. I'd rather him type like that than go.
You're just like hella pressing it. Sometimes I'll just and you know, this is like one of like the proudest things I've ever done in life is when I was in 4th grade. We had a typing class, and I was the fastest typer in class.
Congratulations.
But it's so weird because it's like part of my it's part of like my everyday thing, right?
Right.
And so it's like when I see somebody typing slow, and you know, like don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing on anybody who does this, right? I'm just saying like I'm like, man, I wish I could just sit down and just like teach you how to type everything.
No,
we sound so judgmental on this podcast.
No, people like hella judge me because like I keep my pinky up when I type.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, but they're like, why do you type like that? I'm like what? They're like, you keep your pinky up. I was like, because bitch, I'm double jointed. That's why.
Oh my God. It kind of reminds me of like when, you know, I see girls with like long ass nails and they can't type. It's the craziest shit.
I won't get like long ass.
It's a skill.
Like, granted, like I have long nails right now, but I won't have long nails if I'm like, if I know like I have something to do that involves typing.
Yeah.
You know? Like if
Yeah.
I'm in a job that involves typing, I'm not going to have long ass nails like this.
To wrap this thought up, one of the coolest things I'd ever seen in life is when I booked my friend Lady at Arena K-Town. And Lady has long ass nails and she's a DJ. And one of the craziest things I'd ever seen was the fact that instead of using her fingers to like search for songs on her laptop, she had a mouse.
Yeah, that honestly.
She is literally the only DJ I've ever seen use a mouse.
I saw that. I was like, yo, that's so fucking smart. I was like, why don't DJs do that?
It
like,
was impressive.
No, like truly, like regardless if like you have nails or not, that's so like convenient. Like
super.
I was like, why don't you do that?
Yeah, so shout out to Lady After Hours, you feel me? Lady Say Go. Lady all the above.
I don't think that's been recording.
It is.
Oh, it is? It says off.
No, it's not.
Oh.
No, you're looking at the wrong. Oh, see, she hella freaked me out. It's been recording.
Oh, okay.
Everything's been recording.
I was thinking about the video, guys.
I have it handled.
For everyone who's like just listening to audio, I thought like we weren't recording on our cameras.
Right.
So
let's go with one more each. Do you have one more?
Yeah, I have one more. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. She's an 8, but your family hates her.
Girl, you got to get all the way the fuck up out of that. You're giving me all the ones where I'm just like, exit, leave. You know when you're on a plane.
There was a couple where you're all like, I'm cool with it.
These last couple ones, though, you've been giving me the ones, you know, when you're on a plane and they're like, you know, exit sign, you know, exits this way, that way. You got to leave.
All right. Then what about this one? She's a 4, but she can cook.
She's a 4 and she could cook. You know, you probably doubled your money, girl. You doubled your money. You went from a 4 to a solid 8. You are a solid 8.
A 3, but she can sing.
A 3, but she can sing? No, you probably go up to... You just double it. That's all I'm saying. That's kind of like my rule of thumb right now. If you were like skilled at something that is just super cool, like, yeah, I know. That's kind of like, oh my God, someone's about to kill me right now. That's like...
What the fuck? You guys should have seen his face. If you guys are watching on YouTube, you would have seen like his face of like realization just kick in. That's like, and he had like that Raven Baxter moment. Was like,
I need to drink some water before I say this because people are gonna kill me.
That's like what? I'm very interested now. Hold on. Y'all just saw me pick up my pants.
People are about to kill me. That's like saying, and I'm gonna keep this very specific to the Filipino community.
Oh my God.
If you're a Filipino and you're a 3 and you could dance and you could sing and you could play the ukulele, you're probably a 9.
I'm fucking sick.
You're probably a 9.
I am sick.
You might not be the most beautiful creature in the world, but you could do everything. And for that, your talents exceed your beauty.
You're wild for that one. You're fucking wild for that one.
People are gonna kill me.
But some people are gonna agree with you though. You're hella wild.
Oh,
okay, give me some last ones.
People are gonna kill me.
They are gonna kill you for that. But some people are gonna agree with you genuinely. Like,
this is all entertainment purposes, everybody. Like, I love. It's funny. It is so funny. All right. It's probably not funny because I just said it's funny. All right. He's a 5. But he's a DJ. Be super careful with what you're about to say.
Oh my God, I hate my life.
She can't even answer this.
I'm dead.
Look,
I'm dead.
For all our listeners, she's laying down on the table.
A 5? You probably go up to like, you're a 5 and you're a DJ? You'll probably go like to like an 8.5.
Wow, so the DJ is a plus for you.
Yeah, because you don't have to pay for drinks ever again in your life.
Wow, is that all?
And they're great people to go out with.
DJs are great people to go out with. Is that all?
And they have a great sense of music taste for the most part.
Great sense of music taste. Is that all?
And because my boyfriend's a DJ, but he's a 10 all the time.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
He's a 10 all the time. I love you.
I love you too.
But for that particular, because you were never a 5. You're always a 10 in my eyes.
Okay.
So you always remained.
So based on your math, I'm at least a 13.5.
Bam!
I'm just kidding. It's a joke.
You hella put me on the spot.
Yeah, I told you. No, when you told me about this trend, I said, oh, yeah, I'm about to go in. I'm going to go in.
Anyway.
Great clippable moments, by the way.
Yeah.
Dino, have fun with this.
Dino's going to have tons of fun with this.
Yes. I think, is that it? I think that's it, huh?
I think we're on a good one after that.
Yeah, this was a funny ass podcast.
We talked about something very serious and also ended on a very like comedic route.
I know. People are gonna think we're so shallow because we're just judging other people left and right. But it's not shallow. It's entertainment. And if everybody's doing it, that means everybody's shallow. And if everybody jumps in shallow water, that means the water rises. Therefore, the water is no longer shallow.
What?
You know what I mean.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this TikTok trend. I hope you guys enjoyed this TikTok trend. Next episode, we're gonna be doing this other TikTok trend where it's the tortilla, like slapping each other with a tortilla.
Yeah, hopefully it's still a trend by then.
Hopefully, but either way, I still want to do it. But the twist is that every time we say, "Oh my God," or "I'm sick," or "I'm dead,"
yes,
we have to slap each other, or we have to slap the person who's at it with the tortilla.
Yeah. So if you are listening to the next podcast, make sure you watch it.
Yes.
Run up these YouTube numbers, man. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers, because you would want to see either me or Jackie get slapped in the face with a tortilla.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna heat mine up on the comal so that way it can get toasty and burnt, so I could like slap Nico harder.
I'm getting mine straight from the Vallarta, like in the entire pack, and I'm just using the entire pack.
I'm sick. I would have gotten slapped right now.
My name is Nico Blitz.
I'm Jackie Ramirez.
And this is the Mexipino podcast. Thank you for listening, everybody.
Bye. Adios.